Bundesliga Hoffenheim vs Bayern Munich prediction, team news, lineups preview. In what may or may not be Thomas Tuchel's last game as Bayern Munich head coach, the deposed Bundesliga champions bid to seal a second-placed finish on Saturday, when they travel to Hoffenheim for their season finale. Meanwhile, their hosts are guaranteed to finish in the top 8 of the table, and qualification for next season's Champions League is not out of the question either. Match preview. Should an exceptional set of circumstances transpire over the next fortnight, there could very well be a seat for Hoffenheim at Europe's top table for the 2024-25 season. Although Pellegrino Materazzo's men could incredibly also qualify for the Europa League, Europa Conference League, or miss out on a continental spot entirely, thanks to a 6-0 dismantling of demoted SV Darmstadt 98 on the penultimate match day, where Maximilian Bayer and Elias Bibu both helped themselves to braces. Hoffenheim enter game week 34 sat 7th in the table, 3 points below Eintracht Frankfurt and 1 clear of 8th-placed Freiburg. Hoffenheim's current standing would see Saturday's hosts earn a Conference League ticket, although much is dependent on the results of Bayer Leverkusen and Borussia Dortmund's Europa League and Champions League finals after the Bundesliga earned an additional spot in the latter tournament via their UEFA coefficient. Therefore, should Materazzo's men pip Frankfurt, who face RB Leipzig on the final day, to 6th and Dortmund beat Real Madrid in the European Cup final, they will be Champions League bound for the 2024-25 campaign. But losing to Bayern and a Freiburg win will eliminate them from European contention entirely if Leverkusen lose the Europa League final. Hoffenheim ought not to waste their energy crunching the numbers behind such mind-boggling scenarios, especially as Materazzo's side have a worrying home trend to buck against Bayern, having not kept a single Bundesliga clean sheet at the Pre-Zero Arena all season long. If Bayern boss Thomas Tuchel is to stay true to his word, Saturday's game will bring the curtain down on his short-lived reign, although the most recent developments suggests that his Allianz Arena chapter may not be closing just yet after all. With Bayern suffering setback after setback in their pursuit of a successor, FC Hollywood are now believed to be fighting tooth and nail to keep the former Chelsea and Borussia Dortmund boss, in spite of the fact that they will end the campaign without a single slice of silverware. A torturous Champions League semi-final exit to Real Madrid doused the last flickering hope of bringing a trophy back to Munich. But Tuchel's men at least salvaged some pride against Wolfsburg last weekend, where Leon Goretzka and 19-year-old Lovro Zvonarek struck in a 2-0 success. However, Tuchel's team are not yet assured of the runners-up spot, as surprise package Stuttgart are only 2 points behind Saturday's visitors, although a point should be enough for the silver medal thanks to their vastly superior goal difference. Nevertheless, the final whistle of the 2023-24 season cannot come soon enough for a Bayern side boasting just 2 wins from their last 7 top-flight away matches, but they put 3 past Hoffenheim without reply in January and are unbeaten in 6 against their hosts since a shock 4-1 loss in September 2020. Team news. A quartet of infirm Hoffenheim players are set to miss the final day, including ACL victims Mirjam Berisha and Marco John, while Dennis Geiger groin and Stanley Nsoki hip are also confined to the medical bay. However, all of Materazzo's men who contributed to the 6-0 slaughter of Bochum emerged unscathed, and as 5 of those goals were struck before the break, the hosting manager had the luxury of making a multitude of early changes. Anton Stock was one of 2 players to come off at half-time after suffering from an illness in the lead-up to the game, but there is no suggestion that he will not be able to reprise his role in an unchanged starting 11. As for a ravaged Bayern Munich crop, Tuchel was dealt another double fitness blow in the victory over Wolfsburg, where centre-back Kim Min-jae and attacker Brian Zaragoza both had to be withdrawn on the 75-minute mark due to ankle and calf issues respectively. Neither man should make the cut on Saturday, where Tuchel is already set to be without a surfeit of star men in Leroy Sane abdominal, Serge Gnabry hamstring, Jamal Musiala knee, Kingsley Coman groin and Rafael Guerreiro ligament, in addition to long-term hamstring victim Tarek Bookman. The back concern Harry Kane is nursing could also end his season prematurely. And if Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting is not back from an illness in time for Saturday, teenage hotshot Mathys Tel should spearhead the charge again. Hoffenheim possible starting lineup: Baumann, Grilic, Akpaguma, Kabak, Kaderabek, Stock, Promel, Bolter, Kramaric, Bibu, Bayer. Bayern Munich possible starting lineup: Neuer, Kimmich, De Ligt, Dier, Mazraoui, Laimer, Goretzka, Zvonarek, Muller, Davies, Tel. We say, Hoffenheim 2-1 Bayern Munich. Bayern's recent successful exploits against Hoffenheim should count for naught on Saturday, as Tuchel will have to put out a makeshift attack and has overseen several dismal defensive displays on the road of late. As such, the former champions' season seems destined to end on a sour note against Champions League-chasing Hoffenheim, who will then be forced to play the waiting game to learn their European fate. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.